going on, everybody? It's Toronto Guy here for another riveting, that's a new word, episode of Toronto Guy Cooks. Today on Toronto Guy Cooks, we're I'm a drummer. We're gonna be doing some slow cooking, and we're gonna be cooking some beefy stuff, baby. All right, now you can make this outside of the slow cooker, but we're doing slow cooker because I want my house to smell amazing. What are you making, Toronto Guy? Well, we're making this, Kokkinisto, otherwise known as Greek beef stew with tomato sauce. Let's just rock and roll. All right, we're gonna first start by browning some beef and sauteing some onions before we put everything into our lovely slow cooker. So I got about here 3 pounds of lovely volunteer. This cow volunteered itself. Thank you very much. Let's give him a hand. All right, we're gonna put it in our pan with about 3 tablespoons of oil. All right. Let's spread it out nicely. There we go. Lovely. Now, if you have a smaller pan, like let's say this right here is like the biggest one you have, then you want to cook the beef in little batches so it can all spread out evenly and have time to have a chance to cook evenly. But because I'm a superstar, I have a big pan, my lovely rock pan, so I can cook it all at once. And as I said, we're also going to saute some onion. This is 1 large onion, all nice and chopped. Is it just me, or is the sound of food sizzling and cooking amazing? It's just me. The rest of you are insane. All right. Let's cook up our onion. Oh, see? You see that? I already made a mess, man, and you know the rule. If you don't make a mess while you're cooking, you're a miserable failure. All right, pause that. Because I don't believe in the 5-second rule, whether it drops out on the stove or on the floor, okay? I'm not a freaking animal like all of you. All right, let's give it a nice little mix up here. Oh, see, not only do I love the sound of food cooking, I love the smell of onions cooking. Just, smells lovely. All right. Keep our beef going. I'm gonna brown it all up. Just searing the flavor before we put it out. I'm gonna be using, I don't think I've ever used this slow cooker on an episode of the cooking shows, but this is the original. Well, it's got a base, of course, but my original, very first slow cooker is this big. Everything is gonna fit in here. This is Old Faithful. It's done me very well over the years. I've had it probably for like 15 or more years, and it still does the job. So let's give it a kiss. All right. Yeah. Yes, I know I'm messed up. Continue cooking our onion up. Oh, come on, man. Oh, love it. Let's give our beef some movement. Here we go, spread it out again. Here we go, hey, you can flip, they're gonna cook on all sides, so we'll do some more flipping and stuff, but now, as I said, you can make this all on a stove top. You can make it in your Instant Pot. Boo! Instant Pot sucks. Or you can do it in the slow cooker. Why does Instant Pot suck? Well, I had one, used it once, the recipe I followed to a T didn't work, so I just gave it away. Gave it away to somebody for free. It was only used once. You're welcome. All right. As far as I'm concerned, my professional opinion, the Instant Pot is nothing more than a glorified pressure cooker. The end. All right. It's a pressure cooker with a timer on it as we cook our onions in anger. All right, keep cooking our beef up. And I guess while it's doing its thing, we can talk about the other ingredients we're going to be using. I'll just say it with my words, with my lovely voice. We're going to be using some ground pepper, some salt, a little bit of sugar, a big cinnamon stick, bay leaf, chopped garlic, red wine, beef stock, cloves, chopped tomatoes, tomato paste, onions and beef, and we're gonna garnish it with parsley. I tell you, man, it's gonna smell amazing in here. While you're all out doing nothing, I'm in here just engaging in nose porn. And it's already nose porn. You see, right now it's at that part of the nose porn where they're just talking all sexy, right? You know, before they take off their clothes. So that's where we're at now in this stage of the nose porn. Yeah. Let's give it another mix up, baby. Love it. There we go. Let's spread them out again. Lovely. Awesome. Now I of course am a big fan of slow cookery. Not only do I have my original woohoo slow cooker that I've got probably nearly 20 years ago, I've got the bigger one, which is probably twice this size, and I've even got a little one, like a little personal size one, which I use at work. And so I'll put stuff in it in my office. Things will be cooking, and my office door will be shut, but the smell, the nose porn escapes, and people at work are like, is somebody making nose porn? And I'm like, somebody sure is. All right, let's keep stirring it on up as we continue cooking our lovely onions and our lovely beef. Ah, love it. All right, see, you don't always, when you're cooking meat, especially if you have a superstar non-stick pan like I do, you don't always have to grease the pan up when you're cooking meat. For certain meats, like I didn't really have to add the oil to the beef because the beef will make its own oil. As you can see, like the juices are just coming out and they're all doing intercourse now, having a big beef orgy. But you know, I decided to do it just to give it that extra little frying on it, and oh yeah, and the juices can mingle with the olive oil, and then it all go in the slow cooker. Oh, that's how good it smells in here that it's making me go like this. Offbeat too, man. But yeah, it smells amazing. It looks amazing already, and we're not even done, man. I mean, one of the things I look forward to most when I do the slow cooking is just the smell getting all, just the nose porn. Just hours and hours of it. Okay. We're gonna keep stirring up our onions and our beef. Love it. And once we're ready for the next step, we will continue with the aforementioned next step, otherwise known as right now. All right, our beef is all nice and browned. Our onions are all nice and sautéed and smelling amazing in here. Look at the mess I've made. That means everything's gonna be lovely. All right, let's turn the heat off. There we go. Give it one last little stir, and we're gonna deposit this directly. You know what? No, we're gonna actually get our big netted spoon thingamajig, and we're gonna take the beef out. We're not gonna put any of the juice. We'll put maybe a little dash of the juices in with the slow cooker. We don't want to use all of it, all this fat. It's gonna have a lot of stuff, a lot of extra awesomeness. It's gonna have some red wine and beef stock. So let's get our little slotty thing. Okay, so here is the previously mentioned little slotty thing. Love it. Oh, you can go in the slow cooker, but don't get comfortable, man. You're not gonna be there forever, man. All right, careful you don't melt your freaking bowly thing. Right on. There we go. All right. So there's that. We're gonna get our slow cooker big bowl in just a second. Here we go. Let's make some room. Make some room for the king, man. Even though it's a smaller one, it's still the king, baby. All right. Onions. Oh, be careful you don't burn the cords. There we go. There you go. Onions. You know what, onions? You can have the privilege of going first. You get out. You've had your turn. All right. Let's put our onions in our lovely king of the slow cookers, otherwise known as a rival brand crock pot, as it says on the side with its lovely flower pattern. Yep. You got a problem with me using the slow cooker with flowers on it? Come fight me. Yeah. All right. Now let's add just some of our beef stuff, because we're gonna add more beef stock to it, but let's add some of the natural stuff. There we go. There you go, about half of it. The rest of you can go and do stuff. All right. Here's our lovely beef. Add our, just saying, man, just saying. You can leave too, okay? Stop hogging the spotlight. Okay. Let's give that a little mix up before we add everything else. You see, it just looks so good and smells so good. I just want to eat it. I eat it as is, man. Oh, careful with that, man. Hey. Lovely. Now. You're being a problem, man. Silly cord. There, let's put it backwards. There. Alright. To this, we're going to start adding our pepper. It's about a quarter teaspoon or so. We got whole cloves. You can use ground cloves. I'm using whole cloves because I'm a beast. We got ourselves some lovely sugar. One big cinnamon stick. One bay leaf, otherwise known as two, because these bay leaves decide to split each other up, and just, oh yeah, so they're going to be two. And some salt. And 3 cloves of garlic, otherwise known as 5 cloves of garlic, because I like using garlic, so I'm using more than 3. And to this, we are going to add about 400 milliliters, otherwise known as 14 flowing ounces of diced tomatoes, so half of this can. There you go. Get in there. That half? No, a little more. There you go. All right. Look at it splattering all over the place. I love it. And to that, about 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. I'm going to use a full can, 5.5 fluid ounces, 156 milliliters of tomato paste. Ah, it's going to be lovely. Oh, I love the smell of tomato paste, man. I never liked tomatoes growing up. I hated them. I would only eat them if they were smothered in like a sub with lettuce and a bunch of other stuff, so I couldn't totally taste them. Now I love them, man. Love tomatoes. Ah, awesome. There we go. Lovely. And to this, we're going to add half a cup of Ontario red wine. That's right. I don't drink wine. I will only cook with it because wine is disgusting, but it's okay to cook with. I don't drink alcohol because it makes me feel all icky after one little sip, because I'm not an alcoholic, unlike all of you. We're going to add half a cup of our lovely volunteer beef broth. There we go. Get in there. Well done. See? This crock pot was more than big enough. Right on. Let's give it a mix up. Mix everything all together nice and lovely. Let everybody introduce themselves to one another, get along, form friendships that last forever until one of them talk trash about the other behind the other's back on social media. And then they're no longer friends, because that's what happens in real life, right? Because people are insane, except for me. All right. I can smell everything. Including the red wine. I already feel tipsy just smelling it. All right. That must mean it's pretty freaking good, I guess. I wouldn't know. All right. There we go. Everything's all nice and combined. We are going to cook it. You can either do it on high for about 7 to 8 hours. Sorry, low on 7 to 8 hours, or high for about 5 hours. We're gonna do high. I usually like cooking on low, but because of what time of day it is, and I can't be up all friggin' day and night, I'm gonna cook it on high for 5 hours. All right, so set our timer. Yep. So how's everybody doing, man? All doing well? I'm doing lovely. Because it already smells amazing in here and things haven't even fully started cooking yet. All right, 5 hours. It really does smell good in here. The onions and the beef. You all wish you had this nose porn, but you don't. And it will see you in about 5 hours, otherwise known as right now. All right. All right, it's been 5 hours. World record spatula drum beat, baby. Just drum beating this whole time. Alarm went off to signal the 5 hours is up. Smells lovely in here. Let's turn off our slow cooker. Let's just remove the lid right now, damn it. All right. Oh, yes. Make love to my nose, please. Right on. All right. Yes. There we go. Ooh, the cinnamon's still look at me making more of a mess, man. That means this is gonna be so successful that I should just marry myself, man. Looks awesome. You see it? Yes, I see it in the viewfinder. Looks great. The cinnamon stick expanded and was like, hey man, I'm gonna be a star in this party, baby. So right on. Give it a stir. Now as you can see, I got the pot here. You can eat this as is. Have it with rice. I'm gonna have it with spaghetti and make it awesome. So let's put this aside with the lid off. There we go. let some of the moisture escape a little, and then we'll put the lid back on as we are going to heat up our water. We're going to make some spaghetti and do some stuff for the picture. It smells really freaking good in here. But right now we're going to go to the spaghetti being ready to be made. You know, the spaghetti's ready right now. All right, so our spaghetti is cooked to the way I like it, baby. Oh, I'm so freaking pumped. It smells lovely in here. As you can see, I've covered it back up. Don't want too much of the moisture escaping, man. All right, so let's drain our lovely spaghetti noodles here. Here we go, drain them, put the spaghetti back in the thing. There's people out there, I've said this before, they like to rinse their cooked spaghetti with water afterwards. Don't do that, because the starch from the pasta helps the sauce to stick to it, and it's even better, man, that way. So don't mess with your stuff, yo. All right, now we're gonna take our lovely ladle, who's named Lovely Ladle. So welcome to the show, Lovely Ladle. All right, we're gonna take some sauce. Oh, it's nice and thick. Smells awesome. Looks awesome. Oh. All right, let's try to get mostly sauce and not a lot of meat. I've since taken out the cinnamon stick and a bay leaf. The other bay leaf is in there somewhere hiding. So yeah, it's like just trying to steal all this glory. It's ridiculous. And all right, let's give it a nice, quick little mix up here. Oh, yes, please. Punch me in the face with your porn of nose porn. I love nose porn for everybody. Ah, love it, love it, love it. Oh. All right, just enough to coat it. Some beef pieces in there, it's all good. Now we're gonna bowl it. Yeah, like a man, or like a whatever you want to be. All right. So here we go. Smells awesome and looks awesome. Let's pour it all in there. Screw it. Lovely. Let's try to fancy it up a little bit before we add some of the lovely Greek beef stew, the Kokkinisto. Let me just double check I got the pronunciation right there. Yeah, Kokkinisto. Kokkinisto, otherwise known as Greek beef stew with tomato sauce. Ugh. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, we're not even done. All right, now we're gonna take a big heaping serving of our Kokkinisto, that stuff. All right, just look at this. You know, man, I'm just too excited to remember the name. Sorry, not sorry. All right, let's place some of it on top. Here we go. For our lovely, oh, stop punching myself in the face with this nose porn, please. Lovely. Take some fresh chopped Italian parsley. Get out of the way, ladle. Bloody hell. All right, just like, there we go. Oh, come on now. Why do I do this to myself? Oh, yeah. You could all be enjoying this stuff if you just be like, yeah, man, let me try some food. But no, you'd all prefer the takeout, but what you gonna do? Anyway, oh, I didn't even taste it yet. Let me taste a piece of, sorry. Let me just, okay. Oh, it's so tender and awesome. Ah. I wanna make out with myself. Until then, you can all check out the picture, because as usual, the lighting in here does no justice, because you're all saving your hard-earned money for yourselves instead of spreading the wealth. So let's take a picture and insert it right here. And there you have it, kids. Amazing. So freaking good. Tendery beef, phenomenal. Greek beef stew with tomato sauce, otherwise known as Kokkinisto. Yeah, I'm Greek today. Check it out, recipe below, slow cooker. Amazing. I'm gonna eat this whole bowl in less than 2 minutes. This has been Toronto Guy. Toronto Guy Cooks. Thank you for watching. Join me next time as we make more amazing dishes for me to eat and you to just sit there and just be jealous forever. Have a lovely, lovely day.